Hi everyone. Well, I thought it was time to get back to it and do another Facebook Live. I have been gone for a while because I got that wonderful flu that's been going around. So from New Year's until the end of this week, I was kind of out of commission and coughing and sleeping. So I've been finally catching up on all my blog posts and what's going on. And of course, Friday, there was a massive announcement for Facebook and their upcoming changes. And I took some time to read and absorb all the stuff that's going around about all the, specifically from Facebook experts. And I thought I would come on and talk about how this is going to affect us, because Facebook is one of the main places to find sweepstakes now, and I think that the upcoming changes are going to actually change the hobby, because I think we are going to find a lot of companies are going to start moving away from Facebook giveaways. And I'll talk about it. I'm going to also make this into a blog post, and I'm going to put all the links in for all the different places that I think there's some really good experts out there. Social Media Examiner did a great video. Marnie Smith, who's like the #1 Facebook guru, she did a post on it. I'll link the original announcement from Facebook. Hi, Victoria. And I'll put in all those links. But basically, let me kind of go over. I put my computer in front of me so that I could read some of the changes and what some of the experts believe they are, and how I think they're going to affect us. So, and I watched Wayland Lewis do a Facebook Live. He owns Elephant Journal, which I love that publication. And his take on it was Facebook got caught up in this whole fake news drama, especially with the U.S. election, and instead of cracking down and cleaning up, they just said, okay, we're going to just wash our hands of the news media, and that'll be the end of that. So it's going to affect, I think there's something like 65 million business Facebook pages, including mine. That's what you're watching this on, Contest Queen. It's technically a business page. And so it's going to disappear. Hi, Tina. Hi, May. So Marnie says, okay, so here's the excerpts, right? I'm not going to read you the whole long thing. I'm going to leave that if you want to watch the one from Social Media Examiner. And I'm going to also write some other blogs on this as we do this. Hi, Alicia. Yes, it's important. This is something that we need to talk about. So, Facebook said, we are making a major change to how we build Facebook. As in referring Mark Zuckerberg, this is what he wrote. I'm changing the goal I give our product terms from focusing on helping you find relevant content to helping you have more meaningful social interactions. Translation: business content that creates community will be favored. Now, I've heard things like, example, when businesses will use the word comment to encourage discussion, those posts will be penalized by Facebook. Now, I don't know if this is true or not, but what do we see all the time for sweepstakes? Like this page, like this post, comment, and share. Well, those posts will probably be penalized by Facebook, which means we're not going to see them. So I think a couple of things are going to happen with Facebook contents. One, I think one thing I think will happen is companies will start moving giveaways away from Facebook, so we may see an increase in Twitter and Instagram giveaways. And companies will start going back, and I hope this is what I see, because I think it's much better. We're going we'll go back to online entry sweepstakes. And I think those are better because one thing I've been telling my clients for over 5 years, because I'm not just a contester, I'm a sweepstakes marketer, I'm a digital marketer, and I've been telling companies, if Facebook disappears tomorrow, what are you going to do? What are you going to do? Because you can't rely on something. You need to own your marketing. You need to own your own marketing, which means newsletters. Okay, so that's what I'm going to tell people, to subscribe to my newsletter, because that's where I share everything, and I share links to all my blog posts, and I share giveaways that I'm promoting and giveaways that I'm hosting, and I include tips, and you get links to everything. And sometimes I embed videos. I have links to my online workshops. I have everything in there because that's my only way to guarantee to reach you. Now, I don't sell my list or share it with anybody, but I don't own all the connections I have on Facebook. I have only half the subscribers on my newsletter that I do on Facebook, yet I can reach all of those subscribers. I can't guarantee that I'm going to see anything on Facebook, and it's going to get worse. So if you're assuming that you're going to follow me on Facebook, you may not see any more of my stuff. So I can't assume. So, okay, let's continue here. Mark says, you'll see less public content like posts from businesses, brands, and media. Just what I said. And the public content you'll see more of will be held to the same standard. It should encourage meaningful interactions between people. Again, see above. That's what Marnie wrote. There are many tight-knit communities around TV shows and sports teams. We've seen people interact way more around live videos than regular ones. So, translation, Facebook will continue to aggressively grow its watch digital television platform and favor content in the newsfeed from shows and live broadcasts, particularly regular episodic content. Okay? So, per other recent newsfeed algorithm changes, Facebook they favor video content where viewers come back and watch week after week. I guess that means I need to be doing these week after week. So again, Mark says, too often today watching video, reading news, or getting page update is just a passive experience. So they don't want just people just scrolling Facebook. They want people to interact and be a community. So Marnie says, the translation is Facebook is gearing up to establish large, vibrant, engaged, real-time communities watching the same events simultaneously. This will provide a fabulous opportunity for advertisers to shift more of their budget away from TV to Facebook. Okay, per Sheryl Sandberg, this can be both TV and Facebook. So she says, exclusive streaming rights for the Super Bowl? Maybe one day. So I think Facebook is really pushing against Netflix and YouTube. So this is where they're trying to get pushback, and they're trying to take over that space. So she says, remember, Facebook is heavily focused on YouTube live video and mobile communities. The second Facebook Communities Summit is coming up in London, UK. Ooh, I wish I had the budget for that. These in-person summits are designated to help celebrate community leaders who are using Facebook to bring people together. Oh, that's Facebook's revised mission statement, right? That's what she says. So, anyway, folks, she says, folks, this is a pretty huge update. Facebook Zero, here we come. It's always been in the cards. That is, to see solid ROI on Facebook, businesses must invest in ads, okay? The good news, though, is advertising done properly on Facebook and Instagram can dramatically grow your business. Of course, she's not going to think that Facebook is just going to die. But I think it's going to change how people do what they do. And I think what we are going to have to do as contesters and sweepstakers is, if we find Facebook giveaways, we're going to have to share them ourselves or post them in the aggregates that we like and start Facebook pages if the aggregate you like doesn't have one yet. It's going to be interesting to see what's going to happen, but I think 2018 we're definitely going to see some major shifts in the hobby, and who knows, maybe even the past advent calendar contests are going to disappear, or they're going to do them and the companies are going to have to push them hard through their newsletters. So one of the things I promote in January is I clean up all my newsletter subscriptions. I go through and I clean up all the ones that I subscribe to during the year as part of Sweepstakes, and I get rid of them. Hi, Lisa. Oh, yeah, and if you have any questions, post them below. Even if you find this video after and you have some questions for me, I'll be coming back to answer them. So remember, I'm going to take this video, I'm going to put it on a blog. I'm going to include all the text so you can read it. You need to watch some of the other videos. It's a little bit disheartening as a marketer. I knew this was coming for a long time. 2 years before they started charging people to boost ads, I kept saying this isn't going to be free for marketers. They're going to change the platform. Sure enough, Facebook changed it. People had to pay to play, as they call it. And now it's going to, when Marnie refers to Facebook Zero, she means that anything I post, probably no one will see it unless, now this is key, you hit see first. So any specific company pages that you like or that host regular sweepstakes or ones that you want to follow, make sure you go in and click on see first. So if you like a page, okay, and you hold down your mouse over the little arrow that comes, right, you can put see first on there. So make sure that you do that for your pages. Yeah, thanks, Danielle. I'm glad you agree, because I think this is going to change, and I'm going to have to monitor it, and I'm going to be blogging about it not just as a sweepstaker, but as a marketer to other marketers about what they can do about sweepstakes. So it'll be interesting to see. But like I said, I think all companies should be owning their own marketing, and Facebook and Instagram and Twitter should be supplementing that, but they should never give away their marketing to somebody else. You shouldn't count on it. They should all have newsletters, and I think subscribing to newsletters is going to become more important for sweepers, and reading those newsletters, and I think there's going to be more exclusive subscriber-based sweepstakes, and hopefully those will go to web pages that the company owns, so they'll, product sponsor here.com/giveaway, and filling in a regular form. Hi, Victoria. So yeah, it's going to be interesting to see what 2018 brings to our hobby, and how we are going to be affected as sweepers. I find it interesting because a lot of people have been commenting or sending messages to me. They hate Facebook sweeps. They hate social sweeps. Yes, Iris, I said earlier, you might have just jumped in. I'm going to be blogging about this and then putting the link below. Oh, thank you, Lisa, for posting that. The see first is under the following tab. So you have to like the page and then you can put it under, click under following. Yes, Iris, I'm going to be posting all the links to everybody. I'm going to blog about it, and then I'll be putting the links below this video and on YouTube. And this is going to be huge for a lot of small businesses, because like I said, there's 65 million business pages, and we all know what the Advent Calendar sweepstakes are. Hi, Mary. Are like at Christmas time. It is nuts. People go from entering an hour a day to like 10 hours a day, because every company is doing, hey, enter on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and then you have to list them all, and then you're going through like crazy. And since this announcement is coming in January, and companies should be planning out their whole year, it's going to be interesting to see what they do, how they plan it, and what changes they make over the year regarding their giveaways and how they shift their marketing. Because remember, nobody's doing any of this out of the goodness of their hearts. The end result is always to generate sales. Hi, Sue. The end result is to always generate sales. So if they're not seeing any results from Facebook, they've got to move those marketing dollars to what is working for them. And depending on the company, it's going to be interesting to see where they see those marketing dollars working. Whether they do invest in Facebook ads, whether they do make more Facebook Lives, whether they set up communities, how they're going to do this, or they're going to pull the giveaways off. It's going to be really interesting to see how the hobby shifts again in 2018. I kind of always knew that sweepstaking wouldn't stay on social media forever, that it was going to go through another incarnation. I just didn't know what that was going to be like or what it was. Yes, Claudia writes, read up on what changes are being made. I haven't heard about this. Yes, I'm going to be posting all the links, Claudia, for everybody when I'm done. And it's going to be interesting to see what changes. Like I was saying, I've kind of known that sweepstaking wouldn't stay the same forever. You got to remember, one of my favorite movies and books is The Prize Winner of Defiance, Ohio. And back in the day, it was 25 words or less. And then it moved to sweepstakes, because it cost companies less money to run a sweepstakes than a contest. And they garnered more entries, and they got more eyeballs, and they saw what they call a greater ROI, return on investment, of their marketing dollars for the marketing promotion. And then it went from mail-in sweepstakes to online sweepstakes. Why? Because it was cheaper to run an online sweepstakes than a mail-in sweepstakes. Oh, hi, Claudia. Sorry, I will answer your question in a minute. So it went from mail-in to online, and then as social media took over, companies found that they could give away more smaller prizes for a greater ROI as if they spread their budget across Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and other social channels, and on their newsletter and stuff. So we've all seen a decline in the massive prizing. There's more smaller prizes, and there's more small companies able to do smaller giveaways. And I knew there was going to be another iteration, another change coming. It's not rocket science. And as social media and the internet speeds up, things are changing faster. So it wasn't, a decade until something changed. It's a couple of years before something changes. And so that's what prompted this live video and why I'm talking about this. So Claudia wants to know, I'm just going to go over it again. Basically, what's happened is Facebook has said that it's pulling, and they did some tests, by the way, in certain countries to see how this works. They're basically killing the news feed, so you're not going to see posts by companies. You're going to see only things from your friends, and then the ones you interact with the most, and only posts that are community driven will be shown to people. So if you want to guarantee you're seeing something, you always have to select see first for the page. And think about it. How many companies do you follow? Are you going to just go through and put see first on all of them? This is crazy. It's crazy, right? Christine says it's going to affect bloggers too. Oh, big time. Again, 65 million businesses. I'm considered a business. Just me. It's me, the contest queen. Because I'm a sweepstakes marketer and digital marketer. It's going to subscribe. Let's see what she says. Let's see. I hope it just doesn't kill the video. Yeah, so she says, aside from that, newsletters. Now my reach is reduced. Instead of all these people per post, now it's I have to pay to play. Yeah, that's what I was saying earlier. And I knew this was coming. I told one of my favorite clients, I'm a little biased, his name is Robert Ohado, and I help him with his social media marketing. And I told him in 2014 when we first started talking about this, I said, you have to own your marketing. You have to own it. Facebook could disappear tomorrow. He has like a crazy amount of Facebook followers, and he has about an equal number of newsletter subscribers. And sure enough, he's been paying like a lot of money to boost his post. Now we've got to take him to Facebook ads. It's one thing. And and it's going to change it for us. So I've told them, you know, promote people signing up on your newsletter. And so that's what we've been doing. So Elizabeth says, what's the benefit of these changes for Facebook? Well, I think the benefit for Facebook is they're basically just washing their hands of the whole fake news thing. Because if they kill all the pages and companies aren't paying to play or paying for ads, they don't have to worry about fake news because it won't be going around. They won't allow it. So unless companies are willing to spend hundreds and hundreds of dollars to promote fake news, which probably won't happen, they just get to wash their hands of it and they say, oh no, we're going back to our roots of community driven. That's my take on it. I agree. Wayland Lewis did his talk. I'll put his talk too because he has an interesting talk on it. And so, yeah, and Deborah says, I've never been able to see my top 20 to 30 friends I choose according to their guidelines. Yeah, they just, I don't know what they do. We have to figure it out. She says, okay, so yeah, Claudia says, I'm confused. If I subscribe and follow a business, I won't see them on my timeline? Exactly. I know, that sounds crazy. So if you follow them, unless you hit see first, you won't see them. Now think about, as a sweepstaker, how many companies are you following? And you're not going to put see first on all of them because that would just be mental. So you're going to have to narrow it down to the few that you really, really like. And we're going to have to share within sweepstakes groups. I have 2 Facebook sweepstakes groups, one called Share Your Sweepstakes for the Americans, one Share Your Contests for Canadians. So maybe we're going to have to increase sharing on those for Facebook giveaways. That might be one way to handle it. Yeah, Valerie says, I hate Facebook thinking like they're God, like they make the rules and no one else has a voice. Exactly, but I also blame marketers for not, for starting to rely too much on social media. They've put it out there and think, oh, this is Facebook, it's the end-all be-all. And I knew that. You need to own your marketing and you need to connect to people directly. That's why I have a newsletter, because it's the one way. So Facebook disappeared tomorrow, Twitter disappeared tomorrow. You guys could always reach me by email. You could go and look at my old newsletters. You could email me questions. I can answer them. I can put them on YouTube and I can put them back out in the next newsletter. So I can still talk to everybody, right? So it's what we're going to have to do. Anyway, I think that's it for now. I'm going to just wrap this up. And I'm gonna probably talk about this more. This is going to be the first video on the Facebook changes. This is just the first video on these Facebook changes because I think it's going to change in ways that we can't predict. And so we're going to have to stay ahead of the game and ahead of the curve. And that's what we're going to have to do. And remember, on the 22nd, I'm holding, so just over a week, I'm holding a sweepstakes Q&A session. This one's going to have prizes on here on Facebook Live. So get in advance, email me your questions, post them to me on Facebook, and I'll save them up, and we'll do that on the 22nd. Yeah, let's see. Sorry, just before I wrap up. Oh, I can't scroll down my feed. That sucks. Oh, my, here it is. Linda says, yeah, she's finding more sweeps on Instagram than on Facebook, and it's going downhill. Yeah. So, and Valerie says she's got a limited income, and she has to win this thing she needs. And guess what, Valerie? There's a lot of people like you. A lot of people like you. And so, yeah, it's going to affect. Oh, Alicia says what time? It's at 8 o'clock Eastern time. It should be the pinned post on my Facebook page. You got a contest queen on Facebook, the contest queen on Facebook. It should be the pinned post. It's the sweepstakes Q&A at 8 p.m. Eastern time. I'm in the Eastern time zone, so it'll be 8 p.m. Eastern on the 22nd. If you can't make it live, send in your questions in advance so I can answer them for you, and hopefully you'll have to be live. I'm gonna have prizes for both people that can attend live, and I'll have something for people that can't attend live, because I just think that's fair, because not everyone runs on the same schedules. you don't know when people are working. I have people in like 3+ time zones, so I'm gonna do a little bit of both. And I do want to experiment, actually. One of the reasons I'm doing it is I want to experiment with WooBox for picking winners from a live post versus a static one. So I'm kind of doing it as an experiment. This is how you learn, right? You try different things, you throw things out there, you see what happens. Okay, so before I go, Claudia says, so contests that are run by a company, let's say McDonald's, that will only advertise this contest on Facebook, I won't see it because they won't appear in my timeline anymore, even though I follow them. Correct. So unless you put see first, or they pay for a Facebook ad, you probably won't see them. I think, see, this is where it gets fuzzy. I think if your friends are sharing it, then you might see them as a shared post from your friends' feeds, because they're going to encourage more community stuff. It's just going to kill everything. A reminder on your page. Yes, I will, Leslie. Don't worry, I will put a reminder. And I'm putting it in my newsletter, too, that I'm having it coming up. So don't worry. My newsletter goes out tomorrow. It was supposed to go out on the 1st and the 15th, but I had that flu that was going around. I basically slept through New Year, so the newsletter didn't happen. So ideally we should turn off ad blocker on Facebook now. Yeah, maybe that's a good suggestion, Leslie. I didn't even think of that one. See, that's what what's crazy about this is there's so many moving pieces and it's so complicated, and they keep changing their algorithm, and this is only what they're announcing publicly. We don't really know what they're doing behind the scenes, right? So we can be doing everything we can as a marketer, and no one will see it. So basically it's going to be down to, unless we pay for ads, I'll post my stuff and I'll share it, but I'm not going to count on Facebook anymore to promote that. I'm going to just have to focus more on my newsletter. And you know what's strange? I personally have twice as many followers on Twitter. I think I'm going to encourage people to follow me on Twitter. I like it because you're up to 280 characters now. I can have quick back and forth with people. I can have quick conversations. You can tweet links and all kinds of things. And I think Twitter might see a surge in users when Facebook is having trouble for people. When companies go, okay, we're not wasting our marketing dollars. Companies will only spend their marketing dollars where they're getting a return on investment. If they stop seeing a return on investment on Facebook, companies might leave in droves. So Facebook has to be very careful how they handle this, because if they kill it for everybody and everyone goes, you know what, we're going to spend our money on Twitter, on Instagram, which, by the way, Facebook owns, YouTube, our newsletters, that kind of thing, they're gonna kill it. They're going to, shoot them. What is it? Cut off your nose and spite your face, I think is the expression. So I'm going to wrap this up, and I'm going to post this as a blog, and I'm going to put links to everything, and then I'll put the link to the blog below here once I finish it, which I'm going to do, so probably in the next little bit. And yeah, that's, you know what, that's Leah, we just had a suggestion from Deborah. She said, great to teach use of Twitter, best advantage. I think I'll have to figure out how to do something like that, because I'll need to do it where I can share, screen share, and show people how to actually do it on Twitter. I think I'll have to figure that one out, because I like to use Zoom for that, because it's got the screen sharing. This is where technologically I'm getting better, but it's hard. Oh, someone would like Instagram lessons. This one's really tricky, because right now I'm doing the Facebook Live on my phone, because for some reason my phone has a better camera on it than my computer. Go figure. Plus, this allowed me to put the camera up a little higher, and then I could still have my computer screen open, and I could go over the different points of the Facebook changes, and I could just read them right off the screen instead of printing them out or something. So it's funny because you want me to teach Instagram. Instagram's a mobile app. So the only way I can ever teach it is when I'm holding my phone up to the camera on my computer and showing people, here's what you're doing on Instagram. It's a little bit crazy because it's a mobile app, and so you can't really screen share the same way you do on PC. So it makes it a little Lynn says, I hope there's less cheating on Insta and Twitter than Facebook. There's so much more cheating. Yes and no. So I think because so many companies, so this might actually be a good thing. It might actually cut down on the cheating because if companies stop doing so many sweepstakes on Facebook, there's nothing to cheat in. But people can still set up multiple accounts on other social channels. Someone just messaged me. There's people that steal their Facebook. Last week, someone won. They stole a picture from somebody, cropped it, used it in a contest, won. And the girl that she had entered was like, wait a minute, how is you doing? Carrie asked, quick recap, okay. So I'm still talking about the cheating right now. It's easy for people to set up multiple accounts. It's easy for people to steal pictures. I've heard of people at Twitter parties, they'll message the sponsor and say, hey, I won, and they will get the wrong information, the company, not knowingly, thinking they're sending the prize to the right winner, and then will say, well, no, we sent you the prize, and they're like, no, I didn't get it. So Carrie says, my quick recap, what are the changes? So basically, Facebook wants to wash its hands of news. It only wants to have company pages engage with real community stuff. And you're going to see pretty much zero from companies unless you hit see first, or the companies are posting true community-based engagements. Telling people to like, comment, and share is going to be actually, the computer algorithm is going to reduce those posts for Facebook, and they're telling people that they need to get on board learning Facebook ads. So right now there's two ways to promote on Facebook. I can just post on Facebook and hope people see it. Doesn't happen. I have 5,700 followers right now, and then I'll be lucky if 1% of you see something I post in general. If it's a news article or something else, sometimes I notice I'll get 200 or 300 people seeing it versus 20 or 30. So I'll get a little more traction, especially if I share it on my personal page after I post it on Contest Queen. That helps because it is sweepstakes related, and the people that are friends with me on Facebook are all sweepers, so that helps with the engagement. So sometimes if I'll put a post, say for example, I'm promoting, say for example, the Facebook Live I'm having next week, that's the sweepstakes Q&A. I will boost that post, so I'll pay, some companies I know spend hundreds of dollars for each post, so I don't, but say I spend $20, $30 to post it, okay? So that'll go out, and I'll notice there's a thing, it'll show me as a marketer, it'll show paid engagement and organic engagement. And sometimes organic is still bigger than paid. I'm like, why am I paying them? And then they'll show me how many clicks and whatnot we got through. But Facebook ads is something different. It's like a separate promotion. It's not a boosted post. And so there's a different way to set them up, and there's a different algorithm. This is all from a marketing perspective. And so companies who aren't comfortable with that are going to have to get comfortable with that, or going to have to start hiring people like me to help them do that. So it's quite crazy what's going on. And then actually, just to throw something else in, because it just popped into my head, in the United States they've killed net neutrality, which means some places might want people to pay extra to have access to things like Facebook. So who knows what's going to happen in 2018? It's going to be a bit crazy to see how things change. So I think companies are going to have to really own this stuff. So this is actually probably a really good time that I'm going to be hosting that Sweepstakes Q&A on Facebook, because people have a week to watch this video, come up with any questions. They can be anything related to sweepstaking, anything from what these Facebook changes are going to be to how do I do this on Instagram, how do I do this on Twitter, you know, I entered this way, I'm a little confused, you know, whatever it is sweepstakes related, you know, send them, email them to me in advance, tweet them to me, post them on Facebook. So she said, when do these changes go into effect? I have not actually seen a date. Let me just see if somebody's got a specific date. I know it's this year. I think it's a couple of weeks. I'm also going to put together the link. I'm going to include the link to the official Facebook newsfeed video introduction. Oh, David said, sorry, I missed why we should put the ad blocker on. No, actually, it's the other way around. Oh, hi, Ernie. David, people are saying you should take the ad blocker off because it's the only way companies are going to be able to better promote their Facebook sweepstakes. So if you've got your ad blocker on, you're not going to see those ads. Does that make sense? Do I have that for you? So I'm going to include, okay, so I'm going to have links to like 3 videos and a really good article in Boss Magazine. And this is not going to be the first time I'm going to talk about this, because this is just going to keep changing as we go. Who knows, at the rate we're going, it might be, you know, a weekly video for me. Okay, so I'm going to wrap it up, and send me any questions you have. Tweet them, Instagram them, message me. You know, if you go to contestqueen.com, my email's right in the upper left-hand corner of the page. There's no excuse you can't get a hold of me. You can message me on Facebook, and then we're going to have that session. So, bye for now.